Here is rhythm number 47. Let's check it out. We're going to use the second line as our example. They throw in some, this one is in compound meter, and they throw in some things that look a little odd, like here, like these two dotted eighth notes in a row and these four dotted 16th notes in a row. That's just infusing a simple feel for over one beat in something that's otherwise a compound meter. So let's look at line number 2. Is this first beat divided? Realize that the beat is now the dotted quarter note. Is the first dotted quarter note beat divided? Yes, it is. What's the smallest note value? The eighth note. How many eighth notes are in a dotted quarter note? 3. So there's going to be 3 ta or clap events here. In this case, they're all going to be tas. Ta, ta, ta. Is this beat divided? Yes, it is. What's the smallest note value used? Eighth note. There's going to be 3 ta or clap events here. We'll have ta and then ta here, and we'll clap where the third eighth note value will be here as we're holding through. Is this beat divided? Yes, it is. Smallest note value is the eighth note. And we're going to have 3 ta or clap events. Since we're tying over, we will clap on the first one to mark where that beat starts as we're still ta-ing through, holding the note through. Then we'll ta and ta. Is this beat divided? Is the dotted quarter note beat divided? Yes, it is. What is the smallest note value used here? It is the dotted quarter note. How many dotted quarter notes are in a dotted, sorry, I said that wrong. Dotted eighth note is the smallest note value. How many dotted eighth notes are in a dotted quarter note? Well, there are 2. Therefore, we're going to have 2 ta or clap events right here. We will ta on the first one and ta on the second one. It's nice how even a tricky, oddly looking rhythm, one that we might not see very often, still falls within our rules of the ta and clap method. Alright, is this beat divided? Yes, it is. What's the smallest note value used? The eighth note. How many eighth notes are in one beat here? There are 3, so it's going to be 3 ta or clap events. Ta is the first one, clap is the second one, ta is the third one. Is this beat divided? Yes, it is. What's the smallest note value used? Here it is the dotted 16th note, and they're all tas. There are 4 of them. Okay, there's 4 dotted 16th notes within 1 dotted quarter note, and we'll space them evenly. Let's see here. Here's the next beat from here to here. What is it divided? Yes, it is. What's the smallest note value? The eighth note. How many eighth notes are in a dotted quarter note? 3, so there's going to be 3 ta and clap events, a ta, and then the clap right here to mark where the third eighth note would be as we're holding that note through. Last one, is the last final beat of this line divided? The answer is no, so we will ta at the start of that beat and hold it all the way through to the end of the bar line. So if this is our beat, that means that those snaps are representing the dotted quarter notes going by. Okay, so eighth notes, groups in 3s of the compound meter, will go G, 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 G. What would dotted eighth notes do, dividing the note evenly into 2? It'd be G, 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 G. This is G, 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 G. Okay, and then this over here is going to divide this pulse evenly into 4. G, 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 G. So back and forth here is G, 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 G. Okay. Similar feel to what we've had before. This is just a different kind of notation of looking at it. So here we go. Here's our dotted quarter note pulse. Eighth notes are G, 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 G. Dotted eighth notes are G, 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 G. Dotted 16th notes are G, 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 G. Here we go. Ta 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 ta. There we go. Alright, you may have heard an extra buzz sound in there. I was able to do it pretty well without the metronome, but I actually turned the metronome on to really get this. I actually had to do some practice on this one to do it for the recording, so keep with it and you'll get it.